MMA fighters, they're constantly tweaking because there's so many different things you could add. What's the thing you really working on now to get to the next?
Well, I mean, I'm developing both my wrestling and I'm developing more with my ground and pound. I think that the biggest thing you're going to see out of me in the next year or so is that I'll be finishing fights by punching people, like on the ground. And I never really did that before because I was more concerned with trying to submit somebody. And now, I mean, I've developed some new techniques that are really effective. Like, you know, and when I showed a little bit of it in my last two fights, I've showed a bit of it, but you know, it's coming up to the next level, and it's cool to put some stuff into action. And
so you're bringing the pain.
Yeah. I mean, you know, I practice it all the time, and now it's finally becoming where I can really show it off.
You mentioned to me earlier that you really love Japan, which is hard not to love when you got all them fans, and it's a great place.
Not even that, you know. I loved it before I had any fans there, man. I love it there. I respect the culture, and I understand. You know, it's an awesome place. It's awesome.
But they respect the fighters and your sport too.
That's true.
What's the difference between ring and cage? What do you like better?
Well, no, I mean, I think the ring is obviously better. Like you can't just kind of push somebody onto the cage and kind of grind out slow, long-ass decisions, you know, like or make it so that it's just all done. You know, they pull you back to the center, restart you. Also, though, the understanding of grappling is a little more important in Japan. That they understand it a bit more. So, you know, when we're wrestling around there, there's not as much. There's not as much like stand-ups, but there's also the danger of getting a yellow card, which they need to implement here in the States.
And they take money away.
Yeah, they take your money away. Like if you're not doing anything, stand up, yellow card. You know, you can't just stall and you can't make a boring fight. You know, I think the ring is a lot cooler. You know, it's a lot cooler and it looks better. It's way better for spectator wise. Like you can see what's happening in there, and you know, 9 out of 10 in the States, you look at the cage, you're looking at the monitor immediately. You're like, as soon as they go to the ground, you're like, damn it, because you can't see anything through all the black fence. You know,
the results and who you fought will say what kind of fighter you are, no matter what anybody else says. Who else do you want to fight?
Well, I mean, you know, I got some unfinished business with Jacare because we had like a rematch where I kicked the guy in his head.
He's a good fighter.
Yeah, he's good. He's really good.
I think I didn't go ready for that.
So yeah, I can fight him. And then what else? Who else do I want to fight? I don't know.
Jacobs.
Yeah, Jake. Yeah, but I don't know. Of course, I got the whole thing with Nick Diaz, who basically has just like called me out for like years, making fun of like, oh, this guy paints his hair and da-da-da, and he never would say my name. So finally, when I called him out, the guy is all of a sudden, oh, I'm like, wait, man, I'm like, wait a minute, dude. You fought plenty of times at my weight. You fought, you know, you'll fight those guys, but you won't fight me. And, you know, he's scared. And I always say, don't be scared, homie, because that's one of his phrases, and that I stole. Like, I want to fight him because, dude, he's, you know, I don't know, he's just such a little punk. You know?
Well, I think you guys need to get it on. And
yeah, I mean, and it's a good fight, and everybody wants to see it. Everybody wants to. He won't shake my hand because he's like a little kid, you know. Like I would shake his hand and squash the whole thing, but like the guy's like a little kid, you know. Like I don't know.
He's a good fighter though.
Yeah, well, he's overrated. You talk about underrated. That guy is like super overrated, and I would like to beat him up personally. I would like to show how overrated he is, and you know, I don't know. He'll probably just keep ducking me until the end of time. So whatever.
And you would have a game plan for him.
Oh yeah, I already got it in my head. I'll slam him on his head and bust his face up. Like that's just exactly what will happen. There's not no game plan about it. Like that's exactly what will happen. There's no in between about it. And I'm getting fired up just thinking about it.
He's getting the sleepy eyes.
Yeah, like it's sleepy.
Yeah, that's when he's in fight mode.
Yeah, I do. I think it's like some kind of subconscious thing. Like halfway close my eyes. So that way if I get punched, they close, I don't want to get angry, so I'll just open my eyes a little more.
What about out of weight? Are there like, because you know the name fighters, name obviously, like Oscar, he fought.
You know who I want to fight? Man, I want to fight Hashibara. He just retired. They made him retire from sumo wrestling because he got drunk in a bar and punched somebody. A sumo wrestler punched somebody in Japan. I'm like, man, that's a bully if I ever saw one. So, man, I wanted to fight him. That would be awesome. How awesome would it be to fight a sumo wrestler? Wow. Freaking awesome. That was like one of my childhood dreams ever since Street Fighter 2 Turbo, when you got to play against from Blanca versus E Honda.
But sumo wrestlers haven't done too well in that.
Yeah. They usually get their ass kicked. Yeah. So probably.
But he weighs probably quite.
Oh, the guy is sick. A sick athlete though. I watched his like highlight reel. I was like, wow. He's like moving around, like light on his feet for such a fat bastard.
Right. Any of the others like
no.
because you're able to go up and down quite.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, not really. I can't go down that far anymore. Like I used to fight at 170. I saw a picture of me at 170. I was like, ooh, what happened? I look like a meth addict.